Changes was born out of a really sad event, the death of my brother Scott. He took his own life in May 2018. There was so much grief around when Scott died. We really just wanted to channel that into something positive. So the idea of Tiny Changes was born. We are going through a children and young people's mental health crisis, and that we have to do something about it. We want Tiny Changes to make a difference, and the way that we'll do that is by building a community. We want to raise people's voices within that community, particularly children and young people's voices. And lastly, we want to inspire change. So we think change is absolutely necessary. All of those little changes that we make will add up to a bigger change, but we don't want to just stop there. We want it to be transformational. We can perhaps be a little spark that maybe does inspire that change.
Since the very beginning of the charity, we've raised £750,000, which is incredible. We've invested all of the money that's been raised so far in helping young minds feel better, and most of that has been through small grants. So we've supported lots of different charities, individuals and groups who are working on early intervention to help young minds feel better across Scotland.
We're a charity that supports 16 to 25-year-olds in the Scottish borders who have social, emotional, mental health challenges. It just helps them to get out of the house, relax a bit, connect with nature. It's just amazing.
Obviously the borders is quite a small place, and it's quite difficult struggling alone and stuff, and other young people who are struggling as well. It's quite good to just kind of meet them and just understand each other without having to ask questions and stuff. Nobody really judges anybody.
Thanks to people like One Step Borders, I'm still here today, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have said the same.
Our project is all about supporting autistic young people with their mental health, specifically around puberty and sexual health. So we wanted to make sure that we heard the autistic voice. We then did some training with practitioners, parents and carers. And in this training we talk about how autism might impact someone's mental health, how puberty might impact someone's mental health, and then how all of those are interconnected.
We're trying to give young people the opportunity to be involved in various outdoor activities. At the moment, one of the activities that we're doing is mountain biking, and really it's an opportunity for them to be in a safe space with their peers, but also have the access to a youth worker to talk about maybe some of the issues that they're experiencing in their lives.
Get out of the house a lot instead of going around on the street, looking about, and then you come here and you can tell Douglas about stuff that's happening, because sometimes you can't tell your own parents.
Intercultural Youth Scotland is an anti-racism charity based in Leith in Edinburgh. Our mission is to ensure that society as a whole, organisations, people are learning and being educated about anti-racism and what it means to kind of develop those communities which are underdeveloped.
I benefited from Intercultural Youth Scotland's mental health service back in December. So basically I got a 3-month therapy course, and it was basically one-to-one sessions with a licensed therapist for 12 weeks. I think it's great for young children to talk about their mental health, to talk about growing up. You don't have to necessarily be depressed, and you don't have to be necessarily going through the toughest time of your life. It's actually just good to talk to someone and talk to someone who looks like you.
We're running a project called Really Wild, which gets girls onto mountain bikes and into a woodland setting where they can engage with mountain biking activities, build their confidence on the bikes, but also engage in forest school activities where they can interact with nature, interact with each other and build connections.
What we're aiming to do is engage young people aged between 16 and 30 in Eyemouth and local area in the arts. I'm an art teacher myself. My 2 colleagues who I got involved are also art and drama teachers. So we wanted to use what we were passionate about, and we've seen in schools the kind of therapeutic effect that it can have on young people and the skills it can help them build.
I think it gains a community. It gives you some sort of people to listen to, even if it's not chatting about mental health, it's just chatting and finding people you can connect with and have stuff in common with. And it just shows there are people there, even in a small town, there are people around you.
We received £5,000 and the plan was to run art sessions over the summer holidays. We intended to run 6, but we managed to run 8, but we wanted to create a safe space for people just to come together.
I think it helped my confidence a bit, to help me get out of the house and meet some new people. It was like
able to help me actually get my artwork out and into a gallery for an exhibition, and was able to actually sell one of my drawings. So I think it will help a lot of other people be able to put their artwork out there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm using this money to basically help myself create a strong visual message. I've had this vision about this documentary. I've had this idea for honestly probably 4 years or something. I hope that it will change people's perspectives on mental health, and also hopefully change the lives of those suffering with mental health problems.
I would say a huge thank you to everyone that's been part of the Tiny Changes journey so far. Your support, the people that have helped us build what we've got today is absolutely invaluable.
Now is a better time than ever to invest in young people, their health, their future, and everything that we can do, every little bit of support we can get, no matter how small, can make a big difference. We'd like to work on the future of Tiny Changes and mental health as we know it in Scotland together.
My mental health matters.
My mental health matters.
My mental health matters.
My mental health matters, and so does yours.
I matter.
I matter.
I matter.
I matter.
Together we can make a difference.
Together we can make a difference.